What's going on, you guys? So I just finished playing Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Prologue, blah blah blah, long name. So I finished playing that recently, and of course it got me really thinking about my hopes and wishes, expectations for Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, 0.2 Birth by Sleep was very demo-ish and kind of just a progress, letting us know what progress is being made for the Kingdom Hearts franchise. And it's exciting to see if they stay on this path, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a fantastic game. But of course, as a longtime series fan, I need to get out my wishes and hopes and expectations for this game. So we're going to go through a couple bullet points. I got my list here. Mainly for the first one, gameplay. 0.2 Birth by Sleep has everything I wanted for gameplay. It's fast, the combos, the attacks and spells, forms and the finishes, how you have different objectives. It's like you finish those objectives to get more items that you can customize your character with. Hopefully in the full game you play majority as Sora. It's been a while since you got like a Sora story where you're playing as actually Sora. Now, not bouncing back between characters and such. Obviously giving you side missions that they will have besides the objectives, and hopefully summons. I'm sure they will, but summons come back where you get to summon different characters, Final Fantasy characters, Disney characters of course, whatever they decide to work on. That gameplay to me is very, very well done. It's finally in advance with all the spin-offs. We were getting so many different variations. It's good to go back to that core, which I was afraid they were going to ignore and become very different, but it does feel like he developed Kingdom Hearts 2 gameplay. The graphics and engine that 0.2 is running on with the Unreal is great to me. The game looks great, it's running smooth, it's very fast paced. I didn't have any issues on it with the 0.2 demo of any slowdowns, breaking. The voice acting looked pretty well done. Kingdom Hearts always had kind of weird voice acting, but it looks like it's very advanced and step forward and more of what people love in the series. So I think graphics and the engine they're running on, and that's not something we really have to worry about. Not to me anyway. For story-wise, I would finally like that full circle with storylines, finally reach, in end, a conclusion to these characters. I mean, you have Aqua, Terra, Ventus, Roxas, Naminé, Sora, Riku, Kairi, Axel/Lee, all the nobodies, everything going on with Xehanort and Ansem. I think it's getting to the point where you really can't keep expanding on these things, even with the new movie and the new 2.8 collection. I'm sure all these characters are going to connect into the story for Kingdom Hearts 3, but hopefully that it comes to a conclusion, that it doesn't just come to a point where we just get now another 8 spin-off games just to keep milking this. I would love more Kingdom Hearts, but I do want the saga, the Xehanort, I think they referred to it a couple times as the Dark Seeker saga. I want that to come to an end, a conclusion that establishes maybe more for later, but not constant hooks going back to games, going back and forth. Let's just finish this story arc with these characters and give some of these characters, maybe like Roxas and Naminé, that are real, not real, depending how they balance it. Give them an end, let them be put to rest, or give them their life back. And again, Kingdom Hearts is a weird game to put your expectations, because you never know where they're going with this. Obviously, the gummy ship is going to be back in a certain aspect. Customizations, your partners, your leveling up, all the keyblades and stuff like that. But one of the biggest parts in it are the worlds. Obviously, there's going to be worlds that are going to return. Radiant Garden or Hollow Bastion, Agrabah, all these levels that are pretty obvious that are going to come back. Little Mermaid, and those are fine to come to return and continue their storylines if possible, but new worlds, I would really, really want new worlds. Some worlds that Disney maybe has been ignoring for a little bit. Jungle Book's a big one people have been asking for. Now with that new CGI reboot, depends which Jungle Book they'll want to go for. Hopefully they balance it, if they even do it. I'm sure they already have the worlds they're going to do, but getting some unknown stories. These games are always great to bring back some life to these old stories. The Sword in the Stone is an old 1960s movie, I believe, cartoon 60 movies from Disney, which I've seen a bunch of times, and I feel like there could be a way to balance it. If not, maybe mini missions where they collide worlds. Adding things like Toy Story is being very popular. I know with the new movie possibly coming out, Toy Story 4, how they're back and forth, but it'd be interesting, especially now that Pixar and Disney have fused more finally, so to get that into Kingdom Hearts 3 would be cool, seeing some of these stories kind of collide, be a little bit lighthearted. That Kingdom Hearts always balances these dark, deep segments with lighthearted fun, especially with Toy Story, toys, everything like that would be fun. Keeping on that lighthearted beat, Fantasia for kind of their music minigame. I know they had little bits and pieces of different musical rhythm games in Kingdom Hearts before, but giving you a world where it's kind of like that, and gives you, you know, some throwbacks to other Disney games where you can do songs instead of having to develop whole worlds. I think would be very nice. I'm sure they're looking at different things like Up and WALL-E, maybe even Moana, which is very recent, you know, for music and for worlds, summons, you know, colliding with the universes like I've said before. It'd be cool to see these characters interact with each other outside of things like, you know, Disney Infinity, that kind of, you know, that ship sails and stuff. But my biggest concern, not concern, but confusion and hope for is how, now with the purchase of Marvel and Star Wars, how will those characters be incorporated, if at all, into the Kingdom Hearts? How do you make it fit? You know, everyone running around with keyblades and lightsabers, and you know, you can't just have Spider-Man running around with Sora. I'm sure they'll balance away. I'm sure there'll be a nod of somehow, because to have those IP, you know, available and not use them would be kind of, not a waste, but very disappointing. You know, you own these IP. I'm sure there's some legal things in the back you have to take care of, but Disney being the big dog they are, it'd be interesting to see them incorporate it that way. Kind of mix them into the fold. Maybe even go obscure, get characters that even Marvel has been ignoring for a while, and blend them in, make them popular, give them a little bit more relevance now. And it'd be exciting to see that happen, see how all these things kind of collide and work together. Just like Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is the crossover game that should have never worked. Final Fantasy across Disney, Kingdom Hearts 1 shouldn't have worked. But there's a dedicated fan base there since the original game. I've beaten every single game, a couple times each even, and I'm still here, older, and I'm still waiting for this Kingdom Hearts 3 game that I've been waiting for since the end of 2, since we thought all these different theories on Keyblade Wars. We have all that information, we have that plateau, now it's finally time to get it all together. So I'm wondering, you guys out there, what are some things you're hoping for in Kingdom Hearts 3? Did you like what you saw in the 0.2? Disappointed in any way? What are worlds, attacks, summons? What is it that you guys are expecting, character-wise, gameplay-wise, even story-wise, to appear in Kingdom Hearts 3? I'm really interested to know. I've been all over different forums and people talking about it, so I thought, make a quick video, see what you guys are thinking about it. Hopefully we'll have more Kingdom Hearts 3 to talk about. No more spin-offs, hopefully, and side games. We want that big final Kingdom Hearts 3 game for this saga anyway. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, share, do all that fun stuff if you please. If not, it's okay. And I'll definitely catch you guys next time.